Welcome back. You're still with us on Markets Today. Let's go to the rest of the headlines that we're tracking for you. On the fourth headline today, Equitas Small Finance Bank closed with gains after SBI Mutual Fund got the RBI nod to raise its stake. The news helped the stock hit a fresh 52-week high in trade. And sticking with the stocks making news, RailTel was also in focus after winning an order worth 186 crores, while LTI Mindtree lost 2% after its whole-time director and president of markets, Venugopal Lambu, stepped down. Remember, this is the first high-profile exit from the company post the merger. Rima is here with a wrap-up on the two stocks. Rima, over to you.
Thanks so much for that. So RailTel has won a large order, 186 crore, which is going to be executed over a period of 5 years. And remember, recently as well, the company had announced an order win to the tune of 98 crores. So in a span of fortnight, there are two large orders that RailTel has announced. LTI Mindtree is a bit subdued in trade because the company has seen its first big exit since the merger. Whole-time director and market president Venugopal Lambu has resigned. While it doesn't come as a big surprise because once the merger was done, Sudhir Chaturvedi and Venugopal Lambu were both given the same designation of President Markets. So it was expected that one of them would step down, but the stepping down, this news has come in and has disappointed the street, right? You don't want your big guys to exit, and the stock is under pressure on the back of that.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Rima. Well, moving on, Angel One gained 1% today after reporting higher gross client acquisitions and market share in the commodity segment. Surabhi is standing by with the details. Surabhi.
So the numbers were better than the November business update that had given. The gross client acquisitions was marginally up by 2% on a month-on-month basis. The number of orders that were up 22% this month, but remember the number of trading days were also higher this month. The client funding book was up 18% on a month-on-month basis at 1375 crores. They have gained market share in F&O segment and the commodity segment. F&O market share is up 71 basis points and commodity market share is up 140 basis points back to like 53% that they reported in October. So a green for Angel One.
Okay, and the fifth headline today, fresh fears of a slowdown following weak China data and IMF's warning has pushed crude prices lower. Manisha Gupta is standing by with the reasons for this. Manisha, over to you.
Well, yes, it has been a weak start to 2023 when it comes to crude and products. The crude oil prices itself are down by nearly 6%. You have heating oil prices down 5% already in 2023. And natural gas prices have declined the most by 12% on the weaker side. Well, the Chinese PMI data has come in for the weaker side for a fifth straight month for the month of December. That seems to be weighing onto the markets. The demand is still on the weaker side in China. IMF has warned that 2023 could be a tough year for growth in bigger economies like US, UK, European Union and China. And then the markets will watch out for what Russia and the OPEC and allies have to say about the kind of demand, supply and the price reaction that we are looking at. Natural gas prices also declined quite sharply. It did fall 10% in the overnight markets and continues to slide further down. It's trading below $4 per MMBTU, which was the price before the Russia-Ukraine conflict began. Apart from that, the wind power generation seems to be taking a lead right now. So the gas usage in that has gone down. The second important point is that there are enough and more sufficient inventories in European Union at around nearly 90% of capacity. The average has been 70%. So the inventories are at flush. Germany, which is the biggest consumer of gas in Europe, also has 84% of its capacity full with gas there. The markets also are looking at the fact that there are higher production of gas in US and the exports have been on the higher side as well. What would really be looked forward to now is the US non-farm payroll data that comes in on Friday. Further direction for many of these markets which are following macro would come in from that.
Okay, thanks a lot, Manisha, for that. With that, it is a wrap on this edition of Markets Today. But before we end the show, here's what the top brass of India's FMCG sector make of a pickup in rural demand. Thanks for watching.
Rural has been a struggle right through Q3 for the industry in FMCG in general. While we did see some kind of a return to positive territory in October, but that was completely on the back of the build-up that was happening to the festival.
The pack sizes in rural were already small in comparison to urban. So to that extent, there isn't much to go down further.
The government spending, and when I say government spending, I'm talking about central government, agriculture and rural schemes, it was minus 19%. Q2, it was minus 6%. And when we look at recent data, that number has changed significantly in terms of a positive swing. We are seeing signs of change on the rural demand side.